tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 35-yard line.
Captain, ready. Away.
Throwing Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Onward.
To throw is Nix. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Away. Ready. 180. Captain. Throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Captain. Joe. Away.
Nix to the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hold on a sec. Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Ole, ole, ole. Ole. Captain, 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 captain.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Here's Nix once more. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims laying himself out in the end zone. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pushes him over. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Gets by him and out a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Good running right there, and this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A handoff running left, Brooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Man open, he's got it complete to Kool1 Sutton. 3rd down at 13.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Bombers.
Nix from the shotgun. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. Good footwork at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. It was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
Bombers.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Captain.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for the Denver touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 2, ready?
3rd down and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Gun. 11 Thomas. Dot.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Bombers. Captain.
Working out of the gun is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Nix. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Away. Hold on, set. Ready. Bombers.
Now it's Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Oh, I said.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Oh, I said. Ready. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a give to Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On one, ready?
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now 2nd and 5.
11-90. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. On the right side open is Gesicki. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
180. Ready, shot. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. Stop.
This is Brown going up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal, and some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Ready. 180, Captain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix on the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Nix steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On one, right?
And the Bengals first down.
11, mighty. Here we go. 11, empty. 180. 12, 12, 12.
In motion left is Higgins.
12, 11, Thomas. 11, 11. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. Nick Bonito. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third and less than a yard.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Sahar. 180. Sahar.
Burrow on play action. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And out of bounds right around the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Noah Fant from 19 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
No gain on
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Nix. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
That's good.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing Nix. Throw there, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Captain.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rip, and they get off the field.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll roll him out right. 23 yards on the tack and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw is Nix. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. On the move to his left. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Another Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Now a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Joe. Oh, my set.
Nix to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. The big fella. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Bombers. Oh, my set.
Looking to throw. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're a great spot here.
Yeah, if you were on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 2, ready?
And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Handing it off to Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 28 yards. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. McPherson on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
42, Broncos 17. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Completes it to Evan Ingram. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harvey will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Look, we all notice sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Broncos 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On the handoff, this is Brown. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Right back to Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the 1st down.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They give it to Brown. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Jaleel McLaughlin now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The give is to McLaughlin. And the ball is knocked out. And the Bengals grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.